the student staff that'll be assisting all of you throughout the program today. They're prepared to answer any questions you may have and are excited to help you learn more about the life of our UWRF students. In just a few minutes, they will host that question and answer session as I indicated, but first they would like to introduce themselves to each of you.
Hi everyone. How's everyone doing? Good. What?
Good.
Oh, okay. You guys are doing good. Well, I would like to first start off by saying we have some good-looking people here today. Well, my name is Julie Day. I'm from Brooklyn Park, Minnesota. I'm going to be a sophomore this fall, and I'm currently undecided. Might be undecided for a little bit. I am a first-generation student, and being a first-generation student, there was no one for me to run through with questions about college. My parents did not speak English fluently, so I had to read and write and fill out everything by myself. My parents were incapable of helping me navigate through things and forms and online databases, but they were there for me every step of the way. My parents signed a lot of papers for me, although they weren't sure what they were signing most of the time, but they still signed it. Something that I admire about my parents was how understanding they were with my choice to attend UW Borough Hall, which was an hour away from home. And my parents never doubted me when everyone else did, because my boyfriend also chose to attend UW Borough Hall. He only lived a minute away from home. And because of the trust that my parents had in me, I was able to focus on my goals. And with the resources provided to me by UW Borough Hall, I'm proud to say that I'm leaving on the 29th of June, so really soon, to Japan to teach English. And this is a great opportunity because I get to travel, immerse myself in the culture, with local students, and it's all for an affordable price. And without the trust that my parents had in me, I would have never been able to focus on my goals and actually do it. So I encourage you to trust your students, so one day they can also meet their goals.
Hi everyone. My name is Katie Simpkins. I will be a fifth-year senior in the fall. I'm from Grand Meadow, Minnesota, and I'm a geology major. So I originally transferred to UW River Falls after my freshman year from a community college that was closer to home. And I really made the decision to transfer here both because I wanted to meet new people and make new friends, and also because I just wanted to create my own path. I didn't realize until I got to campus how hard meeting people and making new friends actually is. And I struggled my entire first year with creating those relationships. I constantly questioned why I was here, and I really struggled to find my purpose. So after talking extensively with my parents, we finally decided that I needed to get involved. And I ended up joining a sorority through which I made lifelong friendships and got to partake in some awesome leadership opportunities. But it wasn't until I changed my major for the fourth time that I really figured out why I belonged here. I changed my major to geology, and I really found my passion and stopped questioning why I was here. So now, in my fifth year, I wouldn't change any of the struggles that brought me here today. Through my parents' constant support of my academic changes and decisions, it really allowed me to flourish and discover myself. So if I could leave you with one piece of advice, it would be to support your students in their academic struggles or highs, and because everything will work out in the end. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Ben Ricketts, and I'm from Maple Grove, Minnesota. I'm a business administration major with an emphasis in marketing, and will be a sophomore this fall. Coming to college was difficult for me because of strong relationships I have with my family. Since I'm the youngest child in my family, I had to cut the cord. This act was really difficult for me, so I was moving away from the closest people in my life. While I had to do with the struggle, I also struggled being away from my parents, my siblings, and of course, my dog. Even though I had the strongest support system a student could ask for in my family, I still couldn't help feeling lonely. To cope with my situation, I decided to join local organizations on campus, build new relationships, and become part of another family, Talking Family. While it was difficult, I had my family by my side. This gave me an opportunity to step out of my shell, to learn more about myself and organizations such as new student and family programs, and by serving a spring break volunteer trip to Joplin, Missouri to help with tornado relief. By using my resources, I had the opportunity to meet a variety of unique people, different backgrounds and interests that all shared a common goal that I had. If your student has the opportunity to get active on campus, I would highly recommend it. Finding my Falcon family made me feel confident in my decision to attend UWRF, and I'm extremely confident that your child will find their place in the Falcon family as well. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. My name is David Herdon. I'm an instrumental music education major from St. Joseph, Minnesota. And in the fall, in my fifth year, I'll be student teaching. So as I approach graduation, I look back at my college career and the experiences I've had. My parents had a huge impact on my college experience. They were always there for me when I needed support. So when I came to campus as a freshman, they gave me the space I needed to find my place, even though that space was telling me not to call and not to come home until Thanksgiving. They also didn't call me. It's hard. But even though I was scared out of my mind and really didn't know what I wanted to do, they trusted that I would find my place and be successful here at UW River Falls. So as college went on and I did find my place, there were a lot of struggles that I went through. Some I was able to take on by myself, often without my parents even knowing. But others, I needed my parents, and they were always there for me, whether I needed some extra money for rent or I needed just to vent about an assignment or an issue with my roommate. And so as I approach the end, I find that many of the same feelings I felt as a first-year student have returned. I feel lost and second-guess the career path that I've chosen. I doubt myself, and I'm honestly not sure if I'll make a good teacher. With all these feelings going through my head, it's really easy just to give up. But my parents have another idea. They encourage me to keep going. They tell me how proud they are and reassure me that I made the right choice. They push me to keep working hard and to keep doing my best because it will pay off and I will be a good teacher. I know that without them, I couldn't have done it. So my advice to you is to support your students through the good times and the bad because they will be thankful and they will be successful.
I am from Eau Claire, Wisconsin, and this fall I will be returning as a sophomore majoring in animal science in the pre-veterinary medicine program. The day after my 10th birthday, my 17-year-old sister Sarah passed away in a car accident. Seeing that it was just the two of us, this left me feeling much like an only child, but I did go extremely close with my parents. As college approached, I grew really anxious for my transition to UW River Falls, much like what your child is probably feeling today. And I was really excited and welcomed the change with open arms until I graduated and realized what I was actually about to do. I was really worried with how my parents would handle the change and how they'd handle me leaving home. I didn't want them to feel like they were losing another daughter. And my parents had supported me through every school event, every 4-H event, and neither one had ever missed a horse show. I didn't want to be a missing piece to their puzzle. So my moving experience was a little more stressful because I was so worried about what my parents were doing at home. And I was so worried that they were okay. And I was really confident in myself that I would handle the social life, the academics, living on my own, just fine. But it was the confidence in my independence that really worried me. And my parents threw me for a pretty big loop when they didn't consistently call me, or email me, or Facebook me. And when I was dialing the phone more than they were to get a hold of them. And I found out that they were out enjoying their new lifestyle and freedom without me. And even though I was a little jealous, it was good to see them relax. And once I saw that my parents were fine, I relaxed and my first year only got exponentially better. And now we're preparing for my second year here at River Falls without any hesitation. So your new student is going to be worried about this transition whether they show it or not. They're going to worry about you as much as you worry about them. But reassuring them that you and they and everything is going to be okay is the best thing you can do. Being that supportive role model and just standing kind of in the background, reassuring them, will only make this experience better and more positive for them. And soon you all will be very confident to call River Falls their new home. Thank you. Waco, Minnesota. I'll be a junior this upcoming year studying marketing communications. When I was reading brochures for UW River Falls, I found that it promised a family atmosphere. And during these past 2 years, I have put this claim to the test and has found it's more than just words. I got really sick this past year and had to go to Mayo Clinic from Thanksgiving to New Year's. And during this period, my mom dedicated her whole time to me, which I was so thankful for. But we were starting to get pretty stressed about how much class I was about to miss. And it wasn't like in high school where she could just take care of me 24/7 and walk into school and everything would be okay. It was really my responsibility. And though I was nervous to talk to my professors about missing a month of classes and finals, I knew I had to do it. And my professors became my saviors this year. They saw me as an individual, and without hesitating, they knew where my priorities needed to be. They told me to go get better, good luck at Mayo, and talk to them when I returned. They gave me that aid and freedom I needed to focus on my health, and they worked with me when I came back. I not only got on a path to recovery, but I was able to remain on the dean's list as well. And my mom was thankful for this, that this school had my best interest in mind, just like a family would. It was one less struggle I had to deal with because I gave respect to my professors and they gave it back. It's a comfort me and my mom both needed, knowing that the school was working towards the same goal as we were. So my final advice to all of you is just encourage your students to join that family atmosphere. Encourage them to talk to their professors because they really do care for each one of us. And UW River Falls has consistently come through for me, and I know they can for your students too.
Hi everyone, my name is Lauren Ganter, and I'm one of the student managers working here with Youth Student Aid Family Programs. I'm from Andover, Minnesota, and this fall I'm going to be a senior studying elementary education. I was extremely nervous coming to River Falls that my family dynamics would change because my family and I are such a close-knit group that trust and rely on each other in everything that we do. I wondered how we would maintain these connections with an hour separating our doorsteps. I was super excited to find a flood of support from them. Although at times I felt like I was being smothered by all of their constant check-ins, I would ask for it to be no other way. There's no greater reminder that you're thought for, cared about, and loved than through the smallest of gestures. It's those handwritten letters in the mail from Grandma and Grandpa, keeping you up to date with their friends at exercise class, and their gardening plans, along with their dentist appointments to get their crowns placed. My grandma always was to include comic strip clippings that she admits to not understanding, and $2 for a special treat. Or it's the care and thoughtfulness shown at move-in day when the whole crew is involved in the process. My mom was sure to pack with a cooler full of chill pops for the crew after my sweaty dad laid down the pre-cut carpet and my sisters and mom found new places for my things. Or it's in the phone calls for my mom when she claims to be dropping through the neighborhood when I know she hasn't left Andover yet, and she just wants to give me a quick squeeze in a Mayday basket. Or it's my dad making sure that I have all of my bills paid, that my gas tank is full, and I have my fair share of card games played when I'm back home. And lastly, it's in the smallest things like text messages, where my mom says 5683 ya, or love ya, at the end of each message. Each one of these interactions has meant so much to me and has shown me that my family has supported me 100% of the way. I want you all to know that even though your student may not verbalize it, they'll be looking for your constant signs of your love and support. Continue to interact through your regular routines and traditions and find your own unique way to support your student. Whatever way you choose, your student will be forever grateful that they get the love and support from the ones they love most back